Hey, good morning. I am all about transparency. And so I'm going to share a very personal topic, and that is my weight. I have a chart, as you know, and I'm going to show you my chart. I'm going to walk into my bathroom here, and I'm going to flip the camera around so that you can see my chart, and then I am going to discuss what you see. Okay, so I've remade my chart so that you can see 2021, whatever numbers I have, 2022 and 2023, as well as body fat, water, muscle, bone, as well as my waist measurement. So in 2021, I started the year at 260, and I do the 1st and the 15th. So December the 15th, I was 196 and 42% body fat, 32 pounds of muscle, remember that's 32% muscle, 44% water, and 7.2 pounds of bone. Then we have 2022, where I started at 193, very slowly losing weight. And the most weight that I had lost is here in November. November 1st, I was 171, okay? Now, keep in the back of your mind that the end of October and then the middle of November, this is when I had the 2 marathons back to back, and I also got COVID in the middle. And look what happened. This is sort of a turning point where there was a downturn in my exercise from being super high mileage running per week, not doing any a whole lot of weight training here, just mostly focusing on running. And then my weight started going back up. And I'll be honest, it was kind of pissing me off, but look at so 42% body fat versus 34% body fat according to my scale. So making progress even if gaining weight back. All right, so 2023 here. Now I'm like at 183. Again, my pen was being like super weird. My muscle is like 34. 34 versus like 35. Some of that can depend on like water weight fluctuations, etc. The scale that I'm using is not the greatest, but the new measurement that I'm adding is my waist measurement, and you can see that my waist has gone down even if my weight has gone up. Okay, so leaving my bathroom, I'm gonna go sit on my bed and going to talk a little bit more about this. All right, setting up my camera. Sorry. Putting on a little stand so that, there we have it. Okay, so some changes in mindset, some changes in also just my health. Once I got that COVID, things have definitely changed in my body. The first being that my VO2 max, which is measured by my Garmin, my VO2 max was 39, and I was like in the top 3% of women my age. It had dropped. COVID is a pulmonary cardiovascular virus, and my lung capacity has dropped. I'm only a 38 for a 53-year-old woman. So instead of being the top 3% of people, now I'm like in the top 10% of people for like my lung capacity. VO2 max measures how your body pulls in oxygen and how it utilizes that oxygen in your muscles. So basically it's taking like your respiration rate, your heartbeat, your exertion level, if I'm running, it like has some sort of whole calculation and how it calculates this. But my VO2 max has dropped and my running speed has really dropped. I'm working on it. I don't know when I'm going to get that back, but I'm working on it. But I had realized that because I was doing my marathon training, that I wasn't going to the gym and doing weight training as much. So once, I guess maybe in the last like month or so, I kind of made a little pact with myself that on my 3 days off a week, when I'm not at my day job, that I am going to go to the gym. So that's an increase in the number of times a week that I am doing muscle training, doing weight building training. So I think that part of what was happening is that I might have been chewing a little bit of muscle when I was losing weight, and now I'm building muscle back. We all know muscle is more dense. A pound is a pound, but a pound of muscle is like this, and a pound of fat is like this, right? So overall, I'm still smaller, and my waist is getting smaller, but my weight in pounds, my relationship to gravity is going up. Okay. I've been working on building my shoulders, and you can see that I'm doing quite nicely with that. I've been working on building my arms, okay, I'm gonna flex there. Building my arms, building my back, because one of my goals is by the end of this year, I want to be able to do a pull-up. If I get there, great. If I don't, hopefully I'll get closer. So I'm able to use less weight with the assisted pull-up. So I'm moving towards being able to do a full-fledged pull-up. I've been working really hard on building my arms, my shoulders, my back, building up my chest. And my husband will tell you that my legs are just even more shredded and more lean. Let's see if I can kind of adjust my camera here and see if I can kind of show you my legs. I mean, my legs are really, really lean. And I'm leaning out even if the scale has jumped by 10, 12 pounds. It's crazy. On some level, it does just screw with my head. But the number on the scale is just your relationship to gravity. Muscle is more dense. Muscle is more compact than fat. And I want to be leaner, stronger, more muscular. I want to have less body fat on my body. And I am doing it. I am doing it. So maybe in another month or so, I am going to get another DEXA scan. I'll go ahead and make arrangements to do another DEXA scan to see what is actually happening with the actual amount of body fat that is on my body. A DEXA scan is the gold standard for measuring such things, and it can tell you exactly how much muscle you have, how much bone you have, how much fat you have, where it is on a very granular kind of report level. I do have a video about that if you're interested to see my first DEXA scan. But it will be very interesting to compare DEXA scans from the first one to the second one, especially since I'm focusing more on building muscle, as well as working on my cardiovascular. So, it is what it is, but I'm very transparent about it. I'm burning body fat and I'm getting smaller, but some weird things are going on with the scale. Okay, well, have a great day.